a very good question was posted by one of the viewers, and the question essentially was, okay, well, you showed us how to set up an email template in Outlook, but exactly how do we create an email template in the first place? And that's a really good question, because it opens up the door to a few other things which would actually give you guys a lot more capabilities as far as your own designing, creating your own content is concerned. There's a couple of different things that go into creating an email template, and if you guys are already aware of some tools such as Photoshop, Adobe Suite, which comprises of a lot of amazing development tools such as Fireworks, Dreamweaver, which is essentially used for making websites and so forth, then that's great. But if you're not, we will not go into the details in this tutorial. I'm just going to go over explaining the process here, and then maybe if the users are interested in, I'm going to make some more videos on exactly how to use those individual tools to do that. But this tutorial is primarily going to be about what is the process of creating your own email templates, and what shortcuts can we use in order to circumvent the long process of doing every little thing on your own. The goal here is to not rely on people to do little things for you and charge you a whole lot of money to do it, and that's what we're aiming for. So let's start. Primarily, we're going to go through this step by step, and I don't want this to become too complicated for anyone to understand, so I'm just going to show you guys the process of how to create your own email template if you have all the different tools. How to use the different tools is a more detailed subject, and I can probably go over that in more tutorials down the road if you guys need me to go into those. But for now, what I'm going to do is simply go on the process on if you wanted to create your own email template and you wanted to do it today, if you have all the necessary tools you need, what would be involved in getting it done. So let's start. The first part of this step is going to be getting the email template. When I say email template, it's because, well, we're just getting a template and then we're going to customize it to make it look like what we want it to look like. Alright, we are now on the MailChimp website, and the address is mailchimp.com. I really like mailchimp.com because, well, they provide a great service. I'm not a spokesperson for them, but I have used both MailChimp and I have used Constant Contact. Both do a great job. They allow you for, like, I think it's like $10, $15, $20. You can send up to like 5,000 emails a month to your clients and so forth, and they make the process really easy to do that. But I still don't use them. I use Outlook. I don't have that many clients to send emails to, and I usually send emails when I really need to inform somebody about that. I think inundating your customers with emails is sometimes negative marketing as well. So as much as emailing is a great thing, it must be used and done in moderation. But anyways, coming back to why I like MailChimp, they provide a lot of free resources. And one of the resources where I want you to start with is, if you click on resources, you see there's a free HTML email templates link. You click on that, you will see that they have some free email templates with these 4 basic designs, and I think these pretty much cater to what the majority of people will be designing for their email templates. There's a basic one with no columns, and then there's a postcard one with a big image area. And then there's this left with 2 columns. It's not necessarily the right line, but you have a column on the right, and that's it. And the one that I mostly use, and the one that I'm going to use for this example, is the left 2 column. So just click on download HTML email templates, save it. I'm going to save it to the desktop. Actually, I've already saved it, so I'm not going to save it, but let me show you that once you do save it, you do need to, here it is, you do need to right click on it and extract the files to a folder depending on what kind of unzip tool you have. This is a compression tool. I use WinRAR. It's a free program you can use, you can find on the internet. Just go to google.com and just type in WinRAR. You can go to download, and you can download depending on which computer you have. I think the first one is probably going to be the majority of users, WinRAR 32-bit. If you have a 64-bit machine, then 64-bit. But anyways, once you install this program, and I'm pretty sure most of you already have this program, it would allow you to unzip files, which is essentially opening up compressed files. So once you do, it's going to create this little folder, and inside the folder you will see the free templates. And we are using this one, which is, let's look at it. What does it say? Come on, slow computer. It's a HTML email newsletter template A, and if I double click on it, you can see what it looks like. Jungle Book, nice little simple template with a column on your right, on your left, and then your main area for your text of your email on the right side, a little footer down here, and a little header area, and it's sort of minimal. You don't have too much stuff here, and then we can customize it, and that's what we're going. Okay, let's look at our process. Where are we right now? We have an HTML email template, but it's not our template right now. It's just a basic template that we can use and customize to make it our own. So now we need to work in a web page editor or an HTML editor tool. We can also simply use Notepad that everybody has on their computer, or WordPad. That would require that you have some understanding of code. But right now, just to show you guys, I'm going to use Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver is from Adobe. Adobe is part of the Adobe Creative Suite, but it can also be purchased separately from Adobe. It used to be by a company called Macromedia. And again, if you guys don't have any of these tools, you will have Notepad. But if you want something that's better than Notepad, especially if you don't have an understanding of code, there are places where you can get free page editors, code editors. One of them I actually found us on about.com, and they have got some free text editors. Komodo Edit, there's Aptana Studios, NetBeans, and Coffee Cup free HTML editor. I've heard about the Coffee Cup one. I'm not. And Alley Code, this is one that I have used in the past, and it's very easy. But anyway, so you guys can get some free text editors or HTML code editors from the internet by searching for free HTML editors, and here's the 10 best free web editors for Windows. Okay, so right now I'm inside Macromedia Dreamweaver, and I will go ahead and open up the template that we have on our desktop. And I think it was under HTML email templates, free templates, and it was HTML email newsletter template A. And when we open it up, we see it is exactly what we saw when we opened it up in the web browser. And that goes to, I think I may have said this earlier, that an email template is nothing more than simply a web page formatted to look like, or a letter that has been formatted with some more richer content, images, and layout, and so forth. Okay, so now what you look in when you're in Dreamweaver and most other WYSIWYG, which editors, WYSIWYG stands for what you see is what you get editors. They allow you to see the code that goes behind in creating a page look like this. So I'm looking at a code area up here, and below I am seeing the design view. Now I am working in Dreamweaver MX 2004. This is pretty old, but I'll tell you what, this is as powerful a tool as any of the newer versions. The newer versions essentially dumb down a lot of processes. They've made they've added more tools and plugins that